Hello and welcome back to Let's Play CK2 Charlemagne, here as the High Chief of Meath. We're currently engaged in a crusade, Pannonia here, which I think is basically sort of Hungary-ish. It's the Tengri kingdom anyway. They apparently took most of, or all of Greece rather, from the Byzantines, and this has triggered the start of the Crusade era. Pretty early, much earlier than usual, and anyway, a crusade was called for Greece. We obviously answered the call and came down to help. We've sieged one holding so far, which got us some prestige and piety, and actually we got some prisoners here. Why don't we maybe ransom them? 10 gold? Maybe we should take them as concubines. I'll take them as concubines if they have any good congenital traits. How about? I'm very concerned about eugenics. They don't. I'll take 10 gold instead then. And I guess we'll stay here and keep sieging the rest of the holdings in this county. Because why not? Ooh, and we won a battle, I guess. Did they just land troops here? They landed 5 troops. No, excuse me, 18 troops. Seems like poor tactical decision making on their part, but what do you know? Seems like they're having rebellions. Okay, my marshal has died. A natural death. Let's get my brother, I suppose, in charge there. Have him train troops. And the third and final war that Bavaria called us into has ended. Which is fine. We also need to get these children educated with literally anybody. Okay, we want another siege. Oh, okay, now he landed a larger army, but what with the mountains bonus that we have here and the, I presume, morale penalty they got from just landing there, we won fairly easily. What is our participation at this point? If I can find my guy here. Okay, there we go. Ooh, we're at 27%. That might actually... no, the Knights Hospitaller are at 39%. It's impossible to see, really. I assume that if one of the Holy Orders gets the most participation, they would win the Crusade. Like that, they're not prohibited from winning because of being a Holy Order, I don't think. But hopefully if we win some more of these easy battles and take a few more holdings, there's maybe a chance we could even win this Crusade, which would be great. Kind of ridiculous if we ended up ruling Greece. Let's see, maybe we'll go and siege Naxos over here. I kind of think it's pretty likely that I'm going to get my army destroyed at some point. But I think we sort of minimize the chances if we siege stuff like Cyprus here and Naxos, because at best they're going to have to attack the army over a strait. We don't actually have the troops, excuse me, we don't actually have the troops to siege this. So maybe there's somewhere else that's also an island that we could possibly siege. Corfu or Cephalonia, whatever it's called these days. Is this even Corfu? Is Corfu further north? I don't know. I think that might be. Anyway, because it doesn't really matter. Aren't really any more islands. I wonder if we went back, released and re-raised. It takes so long though. Kind of seems like we're not going to be able to actually siege anywhere, really. So maybe it would be better to stay parked over here in Cyprus. I guess most of it, he haggled with a merchant over some sweetmeats until the merchant laughed with frustration and handed over the sweetmeats for a lot less than he'd asked for. Okay, we can make him charitable. So let's do that. And we can at least win this tiny battle with this little army over here. We're up to 35%, so I don't know whether that's the highest. I think the knights were at 39 or something. Ooh, and he's landed another army. Amphibious landing. He would have been at 50% morale, and we have mountains. So, yep, even with that, we couldn't win the battle. Okay, got some technology. Okay, I think that's probably our cue to head home. We might try releasing and re-raising, or we could just consider that to be our participation in the crusade and give it up. It seems like Navarra managed to take land back from the Umayyads, which is nice for them. And Francia is having some rebellions. Does we still have that the child? What was his name in charge? King Baldwin. Yeah, I think that's him. And it seems like Charlemagne has died, because he was previously the heir. You know, what relation was he to... Is this Karl? Karl der Grosse? Charles the Great? Probably. He was in the dungeons, so... Yeah. He died as Duke of Flanders. How unfortunate. My wife is pregnant again, so I guess she's on this crusade with me. So we have the Knights Hospitaller here. This is the Pope. Crusade is going pretty well for the Christian forces, it seems. This is really going to, either way it turns out, is really going to neuter the Byzantine Empire, because if this goes to our side, we'll end up with an independent, I guess, or at least ruled by another Christian, or another Catholic ruler, and end up with a Catholic Greece. So it won't go back to the Byzantines either way. My sister is of age. Let's see, so if we re-raised, we'd get 677 or thereabouts. We lost our sieged holding there. I have a daughter who's ill. This is a revolt against Pannonia, I assume. And it's... let's see, they have one army here and another big army here. We should go ahead and fight these armies while you have the chance, Mr. Pope, sir. We're losing war score. Well, maybe if we're not going to go participate in the Crusade anymore, we should fight this guy, take his land. He has allies. This guy is Welsh, which he can call, but I'm not too worried about it. This is Powys here. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Okay, let's get in there. Oh, and he got out. Well, that's fine. My prisoner is complaining. Let her rot and, if possible, ransom her? No. Guess I'll just release her. And we can call in the chief of Tyrone, our kinsman. Why don't we call in the King of Pictoland? That would be fun. That will make sure we won't have any problems with anyone from Powys anyway. Okay, so our last holding that we had there got sieged back. So there goes our contribution to the Crusade. I assume that actually... it doesn't even reduce my contribution. We're still at 42%. Well, depending on how long the Crusade lasts, we might actually just be able to get back over there and do some more stuff. Maybe I will switch my chaplain to trying to raise zealots. See if that actually happens. We can use those troops. Okay, we got a prisoner, whom I will attempt to ransom. It may actually be worth a war score. Only 5%. I think I'd rather have the gold. I'm just going to... oh, maybe can't siege this holding. Oh, come on, he has slightly too many. Alright, let's see if we can fight the army then. I want to go in over a river, if at all possible. Excuse me. Yeah, you can be lustful, that seems fine. Okay. And are these friendly troops that we are in the Crusade with? They're actually going to help us siege this holding in an unrelated war. So that's nice. I didn't realize you could do that, but now that I know. And this is where the Knights Templar live? Is this correct? That is weird. That is not historically accurate. We have a dangerous faction. Huh. I want to put the Chief of Kildara in. So maybe I should be a bit more concerned about my vassals. I was kind of assuming it was not ever going to be a problem. Let's see. Will that help? Oh, apparently it did help, so that's nice. And we are at 100%, so we can enforce our demands. And now we own this county. Apart, of course, from this barony of Drumcliff here, which is where the Knights Templar call home. So I guess that's okay. I'm not sure how this works when you have a holy order stationed in your land. Can we declare war for the barony? I'm pretty sure there's some way to vassalize them, but I'm not sure what that is. I'll maybe look it up. We might try and do that just for fun, I guess. Actually, I never moved my Chancellor. Let's put him down here in Ostra. He can be our next target. So we still have the Raised Warriors from the event, which is good to know. Let's see. So legalism does not do what it used to do. It used to increase your domain size. Now it unlocks centralization laws, which we might want to get up a bit, I suppose. We can also put our tribal organization up to maximum, which is probably something we should do. That's what we're going to need to do eventually to take the found a merchant republic or adopt feudalism decisions. But of course we have to do a bit more upgrading of our holdings before we can do that. I suppose we might as well do that now. No reason not to. And speaking of upgrading stuff, I'm going to spend some of my prestige on... I don't know, we'll build a practice range, I suppose. Okay. And the King of Asturias wants to marry a prince to my daughter, or sorry, my sister. Which seems totally fine. And maybe we'll improve this new holding as well. It's somewhat upgraded already, which is nice. Build a war camp there. Alright. So still a bit away from forming the kingdom, of course, but we're getting there. We do still have this other faction. My other brother, the Chief of Lion. He's ambitious. So not too worried about trying to appease him. So we do have to actually get some technology here. I suppose we'll go with legalism. Oh, and we have economy as well. Let's go with castle infrastructure and town infrastructure, why not? Crusade seems to be stagnating somewhat. Let's see what's going on down here. Been stuck at 51% for a while now. Or, you know, around that area. Not exactly 51%. There's so many troops here, you should just fight some more battles. There we go. Is the AI actually listening to me? I'm frightened. I caught my brother lying to me again straight to my face without batting an eye. We'll try and make him honest. Oh, that's fine. Okay, so basically wiped out their troops again, which is all good. Maybe we should go and participate in the Crusade again, but that will have to wait for next time because we're out of time here. So thanks for watching and join me again.